my name is Trisha. Today I'm going to be taking you through a brand new video utilizing a TRX suspension training system. TRX is not the only suspension training system out there, so if you have something else, go ahead and feel free to use it. It will be about just the same. You can't see exactly where mine is hooked up, but it's coming from up top on a pull-up rack. Some of them you can hook up over a doorway if you have a weight rack to hook it up to, if you're able to go to a nearby playground and they have a pole. Any of those would work. Every of the exercises we're going to be doing today, we're going to be facing the anchor point coming up from a high position. So just like with any of the other videos, make sure you are cleared, you've been given the go-ahead by your doctor, ready for exercise, and we're gonna get started. So the exercises we're gonna do today, like I said, every one of them we're gonna be facing the anchor point. So first exercise, we're just gonna start off with a basic squat. I'm gonna hold the handles right next to me, okay? They're gonna stay nice and tight towards my body. Elbows are gonna be in at my torso. I'm gonna get that squat position ready, about shoulder width apart, and I'm gonna go down. Sometimes using a suspension system like this actually makes squats easier because you get that counterbalance effect and you're able to sit back deeper in that squat maybe than you would be able to just on your own or holding a weight, because you're holding on to something which is helping you sit back, like I said, that counterbalance effect. So this is gonna be just a little bit of a warm up here, getting everything warmed up, getting used to using these handles, used to the suspension system, all the way up tall. We're gonna go 2 more and 1 more, and then we're gonna go into a row. So I'm gonna keep my feet where they're at. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna nice and slowly let my body fall back, and I'm gonna pull through. I'm pulling my chest through those straps, taking my elbows out to the side. Again, the handles are staying pretty tight towards my body, and now I'm gonna pull through, nice and slow down. The key with this is keeping your body in a nice, perfect plank position. Again, this is just gonna be another little warm-up move, getting used to the positioning, getting used to the straps. Pull your body through. Everything's going down nice and slow, up nice and slow, down nice and slow. And you want to feel like you're getting a good core workout in as well, because like I said right here, you're holding that perfect plank all the way through the motion. What I mean by that, let me show you what I don't want. On the way down is for your body to kind of just fall and collapse. Those hips collapse in. So you're keeping your body like a surfboard. Last one, everything is coming up and down together. Okay, I'm gonna take you through a routine. I'm gonna go through every exercise one time, like a circuit, and then we're gonna repeat it for a second set, a third set, and then we're gonna add some stretches in at the end. So join me, the first exercise, we're gonna kind of put those 2 warm-up moves together, and we're gonna do a squat into a row. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna go into my squat position, I'm gonna drop all the way down, I'm gonna stand up tall, and then I'm gonna row. So from here, let your body drop all the way down, go into a squat, up tall, and row through. So we're doing that squat and the row together. Squat down, you get that good deep range of motion. Shoot up tall, row through. So right here, my arms are straight, the straps are tight, dropping down into the squat, standing up tall, and rowing through. Keep on going. Once you get into that rhythm, you can start to pick up the pace a little bit. You can get a little more fluid with the motion. It's still gonna be a squat and then a row. You can just pick up that pace a little bit. Make sure we're getting good range of motion down at the bottom. Up tall and row. Squat down, shoot up tall, row your body through. Squat down. So right now, obviously we're working legs and we're working mid to upper back here with this row position. And what I love, 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 love about the TRX or any suspension system is that you're always working your core because you're holding that body position all the way through. 1 more now, and release. We're gonna go into some shoulders. We're gonna do Ys, think about YMCA, and then we're gonna go Ts out to the side. One thing to keep in mind here, you can make this move, you can make any of these moves as easy or as hard as you want to. Let me show you what I mean by that. So we did that squat row. Now, if I want to make it harder, I move my feet in towards the anchor point, and now I've created a much deeper angle for myself. So it becomes a much harder row position to hit. If that's too hard, you come back up, and now you're at a more upright position. You're not having to fight gravity so hard, and you're still getting those back muscles to retract. Anytime you want to make the move harder, take steps forward towards the anchor point. Anytime you need to modify, make things a little bit easier, take a step away. That goes for all the exercises today. So now let's get to shoulders. You do not have to do this, but I recommend and I encourage you stagger your feet. Okay, so we have one foot slightly in front of the other. It does not matter which one. Again, I'm going to fall back straight. So I'm in kind of that row position that I was just in. Arms are straight, feet are staggered, and I'm going to pull the straps over my head, pull my body through, and now you're making that Y, if you can visualize the YMCA. I'm coming up into a Y. Right now what I want to be using is the back of my shoulders, my rear delts. I'm keeping my neck relaxed. I'm keeping my torso long, falling back into that good plank position, nice and controlled here. Those abs should be locked, and you pull through. Again, if you want to make it harder, step towards the anchor. If you need a little less resistance, I can step away. And now I'm not having to pull as much or as much of my body weight through. Another option, if you're kind of in between, you can use this back foot. So I'm going to kind of push off that back foot a little bit to come up tall. You can use that back foot to propel a little more forward. Here's the Y, nice and slow down. The goal with this one is to not let those arms bend. A lot of people want to start pulling. It's not a pull, like it's not that row. Okay, those arms stay locked straight, and then nice and slow down. So I get my whole body through, and then nice and slow down. We're going to switch gears. I'm going to switch feet to go into a T position. So again, same position, starting position is the same, but now I'm going to open up into a big T, the letter T. Coming forward, adjust that position if you need to. Sometimes this one tends to be easier, and you can take that little step forward to add a little bit more resistance onto this move. A lot of people can get more range of motion here, therefore they can step forward. One more step. Arms stay straight. That's the key here as well. You don't want those elbows to bend. We don't want it to be a back motion. We want to work shoulders. In order to work the shoulders, we're keeping those arms nice and locked at the elbow, pulling with the rear delt, pulling with those shoulder muscles in the back. Keep breathing. And as you can see, I'm going down nice, slow, controlled. If you need that back foot, you can push off that back foot. Nice and slow down. If you're feeling your neck at all here, you might want to adjust your feet a little bit. Also think about not rising up, not shrugging your neck up to your ears when you're pulling through. You want to keep your neck nice and long. We are going to do one more. And come on down nice and slowly, reset. So far we've done the squat row, and we've done Ys and Ts for the shoulders. We're going to give the upper body a break, and we're going to hit some lunges. Lots of variations of lunges we can do here. We're going to start with a reverse lunge, alternating. So I'm going to stand up fairly tall. The straps are nice and tight. They're straight. Okay, they're not lax. So I want to come back as far as I can with them being tight. Then elbows are by your side. I'm going to stand up nice and tall. That's the starting position. Okay, one foot steps back, and then it becomes a normal reverse lunge. Quite the same as you would do, just body weight if you weren't holding onto something. But sometimes holding onto these straps makes it easier. I've done these with people who have come back from knee replacements or knee injuries, and just having this assistance of something to hold on to and that counterbalance effect, it tends to be easier, and also assists with range of motion, assists with proper form. So it is helpful for people even if you've had a type of knee injury, potentially even a knee replacement. Stepping back, so I'm going to alternate legs, back and back. And I will show ways to make this lunge a little more challenging. Let's do one more on each leg. And if you want a little more challenge to it, I'm going to show you a balanced lunge. So what I want you to do, you're going to still step back, drop down, everything stays the same there. Now, before you come up, you're going to try to lift that back leg off the ground and then come up. So I step back, I do my lunge, I get down as low as possible. Then I have to put all of my weight on that front foot and drive up. What you should feel is that front leg, so my left leg right here, I need to lock into my glute, I need to tighten up my abs, I'm lifting that back leg, and I'm coming up. You will naturally grip a little tighter on these handles, which is fine, but the goal is to use your leg, so right now my left leg, to push the ground away to come up. You don't want to feel like you're pulling yourself up. You don't want to turn this into an upper body exercise, so try to keep that grip as loose as possible. Step back, you get down in that lunge, you pause, lift that back leg off the ground, and come up. One more on each side. Lunge, lift, and come up with that front leg. Step back, lunge, and come up. That's a way to challenge that move a little more. Hopefully you're using that front glute to do all of the work. Next move, we are going to hit bicep curls. So I'm still going to be facing the anchor point, but now I'm going to do a bicep curl. So a couple keys with this. Again, the more forward I go, the harder it makes it. But I'm going to fall back, similar to what I was doing with the row. I'm going to fall back. I'm going to flip my palms up in the air, and I'm going to pull my hands to the side of my head, to those temples. Curl, those elbows stay nice and high. Let me show you what I don't want. I don't want this. I don't want those elbows coming down by your side. I want those elbows staying up nice and high. Curling your hands up, curling your hands to your temples, and then nice and slowly down. That way we ensure the elbow joint, that bicep is the primary mover here. You should feel those biceps very quickly on this one. Nice and slow down. You're still working your core by keeping that perfect plank. Nice and slow down. We're going to go 2 more. And 1 more. And release. Okay, so that was round 1. That was more of an instructional round. A lot more talking. The next 2 rounds, we're going to go through much quicker. I'll give you those variations to make things harder or easier as we go. But our moves that we're working through for a second and a third set, we have the squat row, we have the Y, we have the T, we have the lunges, and we have the bicep curls, okay? Let's start our second set into that squat row. Feet are about shoulder width apart. Let's drop down into that squat, up tall, and row. Join me when you're ready. Again, you can go at your own pace, okay? Focus on the breathing. You might start to feel that heart rate go up, which is perfect. A lot of muscles are working here. Squat all the way up and row. Good. We're going to go 5 more. And we're breathing. Good. 3 more. All the way down, get that range of motion. Last one. And release. Let's stagger those feet. We're going to go with the Y first. Think YMCA. 1 foot in front of the other. Fall back. Get that body position. Drive your body through. Arms go straight behind you. Well, I shouldn't say straight behind you. They're at that angle to make a Y. Get your whole body to come through. Remember, you have the option to use that back foot to help propel your body through a little bit more. Mostly want to be feeling those rear delts, back of shoulders. And we got 5 more of these. We're breathing, making sure we're establishing that perfect plank each time we go down. Arms are staying straight through the whole entire range of motion. 1 more. And drop it down nice and slow. Shake it out. I'm going to switch the feet. We're going to go into the T. If you want to, you can take a little bit of a baby step forward. Again, straps go straight, body falls straight down, and then we come through, taking those arms directly out to the side, using your shoulders to do it. Remember, we do not want the arms to bend in this motion. We want the arms nice and straight. We're using the shoulders to do the work. Keep on breathing. You have that option. Use that back foot if you need to, especially as we get deeper in the set. I'd rather you use that back foot than let those arms start to bend. Nice and slow, controlled, coming down, hit that end range. We got 2 more reps. And 1 more rep. Nice and slow, all the way down. A reset, we're giving that upper body a break. I hope you're burning back behind those shoulders on those ones. We're gonna hit the lunges. You can stick with the straight up lunges, or you can add that little bit of balance in. I'm gonna do the balance ones. Just remember, it might take a little bit longer. If you're just doing straight reverse lunges, go at your own pace. Here we go, feet are together. I'm up nice and tall, straps are straight. Step back, lift, and come up. You wanna feel that front glute lock when you come up. Putting all your weight on that front leg. Trying to keep the grip relaxed as much as possible. This is a leg exercise. Don't turn it into an upper body exercise. Push the ground away with your leg to come up. Step back, lift, and come up. So you want to still get down as low as possible. Get into that as deep a lunge as you can. Keep it going, keep it going. And lift, come up, good. Step back, lift, and come up. We got 2 more to go on each leg. Step back, lift, come up, good. Step back, lift, come up. We got 1 more to go on each leg. Last one, lift and come up. And we got 1 more move for our second set, and we're gonna hit bicep curls. The further your feet go, the harder it makes it. Get that angle that you want. Fall back, elbows stay up. Curl your palms to your temple. Keep the abs locked and braced. In order to keep that perfect plank, remember your body should be like a surfboard. Everything is going up and down together. You don't want those hips dropping down to the ground here. Keep on breathing. This is our last of round 2. Perfecting these moves a little bit more. And let's go 5 more here. 1, 2, 3, feel those biceps. 4, and 5, nice and slow. Come all the way down through that motion. Good, shake it out. We got 1 more set now. We're gonna go through all 5 of those motions 1 more time, perfect them, and then we're gonna hit some stretches. I'll show you some stretches on how to also use your suspension trainer. So let's get back into that squat row. We're experts at this, 3rd time through. Wide stance, fall back, squat down, up tall, and row. Join me when you're ready. Go at your own pace. Remember, this is for you. The goal is as much range of motion as you can on those squats, but you never want to feel any pain. So if you do have any type of knee problems and you aren't able to go as low, that's fine. Go within your safe range of motion where we're feeling those glutes, we're feeling the quads, and here we're feeling the mid to upper back. We don't want to be feeling the knees or the neck. Keep it going. We're gonna hit 5 more now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 more to go. And 5, release it down. Let's switch those feet, stagger the steps. We're going into that Y. One foot in front of the other, body goes straight down, arms come out to that 45-degree angle into that Y, pulling your body all the way through, keeping the arms straight. That's the key here. Neck is relaxed, arms are straight. You want to be feeling the back of your shoulders doing the work. Coming down nice and slowly. And we're gonna hit 5 more of these. Here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come down, finish that rep. Shake it out. You can switch your feet if you want. We're going into the T's. Start position, fall back, pull through. Arms are straight, coming out to the side. You always have that option. Step forward to make it harder, step back to make it a little easier. Find your place where you're working hard, but nothing is hurting your neck. You don't want to feel any pain in the neck, in the low back, and the knees, nothing like that. We're almost through here. Keep it going. Nice and slow down. Take that breath. We got 5 more to go here. 1, nice and slow down. 2, 3, 4, 5. Finish that rep and release. I hope those shoulders are burning. Let's go ahead and switch gears. Let's go to those legs. I'm going to do those balanced lunges again. Get set when you're ready. Straps are straight, arms are by your side. Step back, get low, lift that back leg and come up. Here we go, get into that rhythm. Again, we're focusing on the legs, doing the work, keeping as loose of a grip in that upper body. And those handles, it will tighten up. I'll tell you that when you lift here, you'll naturally tense up a little bit on those handles. I try not to even wrap my thumb around the handles. I keep my thumb off to help me focus more on that leg and not trying to pull myself up by the handles. I'm pushing the ground away with that leg to come back up. Squeeze the glute, dig into the ground, push the ground away, come back up tall. And lift, come up tall. Step back, you're in that lunge, lift the back leg, come up tall. Keep it going. If you're doing the normal lunges, stay with those. Keep going at your own pace. Balanced lunges, make sure you're not rushing it. Make sure you're feeling that front glute do the work. Step back, lift, and come up. We're gonna do 2 more on each leg. And come up, step back, lift, come up, 1 more on each leg. Good. And good. Release that. We got 1 more move, and then we're gonna hit some stretches. We got bicep curls. Again, feet forward, the further they go, harder the angle, harder the move. Starting position, feet are about shoulder width apart. Fall back, flip those palms up, curl towards your temples. Body is a surfboard, all the way up and down together. Breathe through this last round. We can do it. We got some stretches coming. They're gonna be some great stretches, I promise. Last 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down. Finish that rep. Go ahead and release the straps. Maybe roll those hands, roll those wrists out a little bit. We'll get into some stretches. First stretch, you're gonna walk back. The straps are straight, palms are down. You're gonna kind of get into a bent over deadlift position, and you're gonna let those straps kind of carry your upper body forward. So what I'm feeling here is hamstrings, and I'm also trying to get the shoulders and the neck, the upper back out. So you're gonna drop your head and chest down. Those straps are pulling you straight, so it's lengthening out your arms, it's lengthening out that upper body, and your hamstrings are just getting a stretch in the back by holding your posture. Come on up, let's do that one again. I'll try to show you from a slightly different angle what I'm doing here with my upper body. So I'm sitting back, my arms are going forward, and I'm letting the straps kind of help pull my arms forward, dropping my head and chest through, and come up. This time we're gonna add a little bit of a twist. So I'm here, and I'm gonna twist, look underneath one arm, twist that upper body, look underneath the other arm. This gets a little deeper down into those shoulder blades. Go at your own pace. Keep on breathing, do what feels good. Do what feels best for your body here to get it stretched out. One more deep breath. Come on up, shake it out. We're gonna do a couple leg stretches. First one, it does require some balance here, but you're gonna hold the straps nice and straight, nice and tight. I'm gonna cross one leg over the other, and I'm gonna sit back. So I am holding on here. What you wanna feel is this bent leg, this glute getting stretched out. So I'm holding here. You're staying balanced. It does require some balance. Try to keep your eyes on one spot if that helps, but you want to get a good glute stretch. And if this is a little too much, just feel free to sit on something more stable, like a chair or a bench, and you can do the same exact stretch. Crossing that leg over, get into that glute. Nice deep breath, stay relaxed. We're gonna go back into this, but now we're gonna try to focus a little more on the hamstring. So yes, your arms are gonna go forward, but what I want you to think about is getting deeper down. I'm gonna keep my legs a little straighter, and I'm gonna just drop a little deeper down. Now I'm really focusing more so on those hamstrings than I am in the upper body. We're just gonna hold this stretch here, take some deep breaths. Nice and slowly roll on up, and then we're gonna finish with one more upper body stretch. So I have these handles. Yours might not look exactly the same. I have handles, and then I have loops. I'm actually gonna hold onto the loops. I'm gonna grab both of them, hold onto them with one hand. I'm gonna walk away so the strap is straight, and it's pulling my arm across my chest. It's similar to if I was doing this stretch. Okay, you just get a little bit different feel. So I'm gonna twist away. The straps are pulling my arm across my body. What I'm feeling here is a little bit of bicep and a little bit of that shoulder that we worked so much today. And release, so I'm gonna switch. Take it, it's coming across. The strap is pulling my arm, and I'm actually gonna twist my body the opposite way, get that counter balance here. So it allows me, the straps are kind of lengthening out my arm for me. You might get a little deeper stretch than you would if you didn't have the straps. Hold here, take a couple deep breaths. Let the straps pull your arm as far as it will allow, and release, shake it out. I hope you enjoyed today. I hope you learned some new moves. Stay tuned, because I'm gonna be bringing you some more TRX suspension type workouts. We'll do some where we're actually facing away from the anchor point. We'll hit some more in a plank position. Those are my favorites, so stay tuned for some more suspension trainer workouts, and I'll see you next time.